Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Life of the Party. Melissa McCarthy stars in this. It is a movie about, she is a housewife who's been married for years. Her husband ends up breaking up with her, divorcing her, whatever, leaving her. The marriage is over. She decides to go back to school to get a college degree. So it's kind of like old school in a sense when they go back to school and stuff like that. So hopefully it's going to be funny. I think it was 5.2 or 5.3 on IMDb. You know, not the greatest ratings. 5.4 on IMDb. So very low expectations. The McCarthy films have been dying down as I think everybody gets used to her humor. But I'll get into it a little bit here, give you a little better idea of what the synopsis is about after I watch it, tell you what I'm thinking so far, and tell you if it's worth watching, paying the money to rent this video, or avoid it at all costs. We don't know. I'll get into it. You stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, time for a quick check-in. We're watching Life of the Party. We're at the 49-minute and 1 second mark. Let me catch up on some of the actors and actresses that are in this movie. Working my way backwards, Julie Bowen is in this. She's from Modern Family. Claire from Modern Family, she's in this. She's playing the mistress of Melissa McCarthy's husband. You know, because he leaves her for Claire from Modern Family. Chris Parnell from Saturday Night Live, you know him. He plays a professor in this. Debbie Ryan is the mean girl who is a bully and stuff like that. She was in the TV show Jessie. So she's in this as well, and then Gillian Jacobs is another one that's in here. Oh wait, Gillian Jacobs, Ibiza. I did a review on that. If you haven't seen it, check that out. She's she's been in a lot lately. And then Maya Rudolph, also Saturday Night Live, amongst many other things. And her husband's being played by Matt Walsh. So you know, a lot of known people there that you would have seen in other movies. Now, as I'm watching this, as it sets up, she drops her daughter off at school, and then right in the beginning, the husband says, "I want a divorce," and so that's where it starts to spiral, and she ends up going back to school. She had not finished her degree the first time she went to school because she got pregnant, and her husband convinced her to drop out, so she has a senior year, but she wants to go back to school, and she goes back to the same school with her daughter. So you can understand the things that are going to happen from that, the uncomfortable part of her daughter with her mom going there, but then also her connecting with her daughter's friends starts happening. And I tell you, Melissa McCarthy so far is endearing. She's sweet, you know what I mean? Like, she's not like that over-the-top annoying. She's not. She makes you like really like her because she's so sweet and she's so excited and to get back to school. She's buying all the flair and stuff like that. Go Tigers. You know, so it's really cute, and then you know bad things are going to happen, like that Debbie Ryan's going to pick on her and make her feel bad. All that kind of stuff is happening. And you know, it was a little slow at first. Not slow so much as not funny, I guess is to say. For the first couple of minutes of this movie, then they go to a mediation, and I won't ruin it for you, but watch out for that part. That's the mediation where they're going in to discuss the parameters of the divorce. So they go in front of a lawyer, I believe, or a mediator or arbiter or something like that, and she's there so they can talk about the terms of the divorce. Well, I laughed out loud quite a bit at that part. So it turned it around a little bit for me right there because prior to that I wasn't laughing at all. Now I catch myself at least smiling. That's the only laugh out loud moment for me, but it's not as I thought it was going to be worse. That made it funny. So we'll see where it goes from here. We're just over the halfway mark. But so far, so good. Like I said, if you laugh out loud at a movie like this in the first hour, it's worth watching, at least the first hour of it. So I'll get back into it a little bit more. We'll see where it goes from here. But she's starting to attend frat parties and things like that. She's going, her major is archaeology. So I don't know what that means, but there you go. I'll get back into it here, and if anything interesting happens, I'll check in one more time. If not, I will see you at the credits and give you my final thoughts. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Life of the Party. And there's not much more to tell to let you in on the plot. I mean, you knew where we were at the last check-in. She was starting to get accustomed to college life and hanging out with her daughter and her friends and stuff like that. And you know, but you have to imagine in any kind of movie there's going to be that obstacle that's going to happen, that's going to get in the way of everything that's going smooth. And of course that does happen. And then how does she overcome that obstacle? Does she overcome that obstacle? And that's, you know, that's the little plot line there. Not really important in these types of movies. These types of movies are really for the laughter. You know, and I thought, besides that one, I mean, there were some that made me smile. No more laugh out loud moments than that one. But yeah, you don't need to laugh out loud the entire time. And I still thought it was funny a little bit. I thought, again, I know I said this before, it might sound like a broken record, but Melissa McCarthy, I liked her in this. And her character. And it was just, you know, like whimsical, if you will, on how her character was portrayed. You know, it wasn't the over-the-top kind of funny. It was just, you know, a couple one-liners, little here and there, you know, showing her housewife being in college and the way she spoke and stuff like that. So I don't want to go on. There's really not much more to say. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's definitely worth a 7. It's worth a watch. And I think a lot of people will enjoy it. One thing that I wish they would do, and I think about this in every comedy, but especially in these kinds, because there is some non-verbal comedy in it. I think like bloopers in the credits would really, I think, help this one. You know, when you get a movie who is meant to be hilarious, but you know, falls a little short. It's not that funny, but still funny. I think the best way that they can help it is by showing bloopers at the end. You know, maybe when they thought, when you know, they're making it, it was going to be that hilarious and they didn't need it. But I don't know, common practice. If I ever wrote a comedy, I think that's probably what I would do, because I think a lot of people think that helps. It makes it funnier. Anyway, that's the only thing that I think it's missing. I would suggest you do watch it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Even if you're not a Melissa McCarthy fan of what she's been like in the past movies, I still would recommend checking it out and let me know what you think. It's worth a watch. Nothing earth-shattering. Keep your expectations low, and I think you'll be happy. So, let me know what you think. Love to hear the comments, and thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.